Ladies and gentlemen, President Trump is one step ahead of them as usual. It's kind of hilarious. He picks his own White House lawyer. So President Trump picks his own White House lawyer, which is fantastic because Schumer and Pelosi and media and the Democratic Party, they're like, oh my God, we need oversight. And oversight during President Obama's administration, because President Obama had an oversight person or an oversight chief, an inspector general, to look over his TARP distribution, the distribution of TARP money. Let's look how President Obama did. Obama accused of withholding documents from TARP Inspector General, Business Insider, New York Times. TARP needs a new watchdog as Neil Barofsky steps down. Yahoo, former TARP watchdog. No question that banks will need another bailout. Neil Barofsky. President Obama's Wall Street reforms deserve an F. An F grade. Look at that. This is the Huffington Post. So the difference, though, is that he had a watchdog that wasn't interested in investigating every single thing President Obama did. What Democrats want is not oversight. They want a reason to investigate President Trump and have hearings and drag things out because they have to make everything morally relative. Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee. We just found out that Biden says 2020 convention may be virtual. We'll wear a mask in public. Okay, so Biden, you can't even understand what he says without the mask. Imagine what happens with the mask. But anyway, to my super chat, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. You give me every incentive to rock these live streams. And my goodness, in this time, if you want to support my voice, it's just greatly appreciated. I know that there are other things that you could utilize the money on, and I just want to thank you. But if you support my voice, it's greatly, greatly appreciated. So he picked his own White House attorney, White House lawyer. The gentleman's name is Brian Miller. So this is Brian Miller. Trump nominates Brian Miller, one of his lawyers, to oversee relief funds. Vox. The Hill. Trump selects White House lawyer for Inspector General. And by the way, Brian Miller defended President Trump. So during the impeachment nonsense. So you have to ask yourself, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, Democrats are actually waiting. I guess they're waiting to peak, or they're waiting to hit their stride, like immediately before the election, because they're definitely nowhere to be found in terms of any solutions. Nowadays, they're just all they're doing is this pathetic form of Monday morning quarterback or armchair quarterback. Armchair quarterback. Well, you should have done this. Like, well, tell me a governor that actually did his or her job. You have Andrew Cuomo in New York. New York is the hardest hit by all of this. Where was he? They say he's America's mayor. He couldn't think like 4 weeks into the future. America's governor. He couldn't think 4 weeks into the future. Look at his State of the State address in January. Look at his State of the State address in January. What was he talking about? What on earth was he talking about, ladies and gentlemen? He wasn't talking about anything to do with masks, ventilators. And one of my amazing subscribers said the following. It's true. Because when you get on a ventilator, you're in bad shape, like very bad shape. The whole point is you want to try you want to leave no stone unturned in terms of treatment. You don't want to get to the point where you need a ventilator. And So where were the smartest people in the room doing what President Trump has been doing? Hey, maybe chloroquine or hydroxychloroquine. To simply say, oh, well, there's no proof that it works. Well, that's not true. There's no evidence that it works. So it's interesting. The anecdotal evidence or information from French and Chinese scientists that say that, yeah, it's done some very good things for people. That's not enough because it wasn't a clinical study and peer-reviewed, and yeah, I get it. But if it's not, those medications they don't have really harmful side effects, apparently. I'm not giving any medical advice. But the New York Times admitted this. And then the New York Times goes, yeah, in a small study, it was beneficial. In a small study, patients benefited. Aloha, hello. And so, what's the problem? Then they say, they're like, well, what Trump is pushing something that hasn't been proven. There's no evidence. Like, well, you need something to give to people to ensure that they don't get on a ventilator. You need something to lessen the severity of the fever. You need something to treat the pain and suffering. So President Trump is actually bringing up, even Elon Musk has agreed with it also. It's a malaria medication, malaria drug that doesn't have any devastating side effects. Apparently, this is what I read. I'm not advocating anything. I'm just saying. So you mean to tell me it won't help some people? Because it doesn't help all people, you can't look into it? Because it's Trump. If Trump said it, oh my God. But you have to understand the thing. If it was a Democrat in office, Brian, hello everybody. If it was a Democrat in office, you would be hearing, oh my God, do you hear the Republicans in this time of crisis? This is not political. They should be rallying around President Hillary Clinton. Oh my God. But if it's President Trump, oh yeah, you know what? Who even wants to believe him? So, where were the smartest people in the room? All the experts that say now you have to walk around with a hazmat suit. Does this hazmat make my behind look big? That should be a meme like that. Because there's a couple hazmat suits on Amazon. They're hilarious. Honey, does this hazmat suit make my behind look big? It's like, you have climate control hazmats. You've got the, there's like $4,000 hazmat suits. You're going in deep with that $4,000, $6,000 hazmat suit that you can only use once. Because try cleaning the most toxic substances off of that. Or I don't know. I guess you probably do. If you're in a lab, you get, whatever. But you have this hysteria. Then they say, well, he knew about this. The army told him. The intelligence community told him. No. There's no evidence that anyone in the intel community or anyone in the army told him about this. First, number two, the Washington Post and Daily Beast articles are backed up by sources. Sources say so. The Washington Post came up with people familiar with the matter. People familiar with the matter. I'll read it to you. So how do we know that Trump was told before anyone else? Oh my God, he already knew. No. According to U.S. officials familiar with the agency reporting. Oh, okay. So he didn't really. So nobody really told him. And furthermore, none of the. You don't think so? Wait a second. The intelligence community, they leak the Steele dossier, but they don't leak information on the impending catastrophe. How to get an 800 credit score LLC. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Trump is talking about paying for medical treatment for people who are affected in a White House briefing. He signed the CARES Act. Did he beat Bernie in passing Medicare for all? Exactly. Great point. How to get an 800 credit score LLC. Subscribe to this man's channel. Everyone. Important. It's good credit is important for everybody. Thankfully, I have good credit, but good credit is important for everyone. Buy a car, buy a house, everything. Yeah, and he is actually getting praise. How to get a good credit? How to get an 800 credit score LLC? He's actually getting praise from Democrats. The Democrats progressive Democrats who normally would be up in arms, and he's actually getting praise. So that's the whole thing. I mean, this is the thing. President Trump's going to utilize government when he needs to. That's what makes him a good president. He will utilize government when he needs to. How to get an 800 credit score LLC? Great point. I have said many times, President Trump is the president Bernie Sanders wishes he could be. Bringing home Americans, signing a peace deal, being the first, ending America's longest-running military conflict, signing the First Step Act, prison reform, getting us out of the Trans-Pacific Partnership. This is all the things that Bernie was talking about. How to get an 800 credit score LLC. Thank you again. Flying Fox Roots. I got it. Okay. Okay, I think I looked them up before. Okay, let's see. Yes. Nice. Looks very tasty. Nice. I got a Jabotica Buzz on deck for you to look them up. Flying Fox Fruits! Wow. That is really nice. Oh my gosh. That looks really good. It's probably really healthy. Can you imagine being in the jungles, the forest, the rainforest, and you're like, oh, look at the Jaboticaba. That looks so good. With my luck, I'd like bite into it, and it was like the poisonous. It was the version that it's not edible. Thank you, Flying Fox Roots. Yeah, how to get an 800 credit score LLC. Yes. You know, it's pretty unbelievable the way the Trump's never given credit for anything. And like, I'm naturally like, if they're so against Trump just because they're malicious and petulant, full of venom and scorn and contempt, that makes me like Trump more. It makes me like less likely to critique, even though nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, but he's a lot better. He's a lot better than Bernie Sanders would have been. Bernie Sanders can't even stand up. He can't even endorse the pundits that endorsed him. So I don't understand. They're like, well, Bernie can win. It's like they don't want Bernie Sanders to win. I've already been there, done that. I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post, and the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post. They don't want Bernie Sanders. They're utilizing him, as usual, as a tool to just funnel votes back into the Democratic Party. So now President Trump nominates a White House lawyer who likes President Trump, who's defended President Trump. His counsel, Brian Miller. Jack Perry! Hello, H.A. Hello, Jack. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, Jack. Thank you, Jack Perry. Thank you. So it's like, what did they gain from this? What did they gain? They gained absolutely nothing. They gained absolutely nothing. They want oversight. Fine. Okay. That makes sense. But the thing is, it would make a lot more sense if Democrats weren't just simply... They want oversight not to ensure money goes to the right people. They want oversight to make sure that they could find something to do with they could find some way to investigate President Trump. Also, Michael Horowitz, when Trump fired the inspector general, or the intelligence chief, that the IG inspector general in charge, the first intelligence official, Atkinson, the first intelligence official to the guy who helped start this whole thing by allowing the complaint to go through. Michael Horowitz, ladies and gentlemen, actually wrote or signed a letter that said, "Oh yeah, this is really bad, and President Trump shouldn't fire these people." It's like, number one, they serve at the pleasure of the president; they're part of the executive branch. Number two, nobody should have listened. Nobody should have listened, or furthered, or expedited, a complaint based on purely political objection. Any complaints from a person who, quote unquote, blows the whistle should be based on illegal activity. Not, this president is acting in a political manner. All presidents act in a political manner. Jack Perry! Trump signed to pick a fight here. He's definitely down for it's a perpetual fight with Pelosi and Schumer. But getting back to, it's a perpetual fight and it's not going to end. And this is like, until Durham and Barr indict people, there is a test of wills, or a battle, or an arm wrestling match, or this kind of hidden competition to see who could gain the strongest foothold within the United States government. And Democrats still haven't let go. They politicized every aspect of the U.S. government while they were in the White House. And now the intelligence community, along with media and along with the DNC, are just extensions of the Democratic Party. They're just extensions. That's it. I mean, and the interesting thing is, it's like poll after poll shows that President Trump, despite the overwhelmingly negative media coverage, continues to defy all the odds. People still like him. People either like him or they respect his handling of the crisis, or they would rather have President Trump. Let's say they don't like him, but they'd rather have Trump over Biden. Okay? Joe Rogan is fantastic. I watch Joe Rogan all the time. He's awesome. And to see media go after him, it just sheds a giant spotlight on the utter contempt for anyone who has a difference of opinion. And Joe Biden's 100%. Joe Rogan is 100% right. The average person who would vote for Bernie Sanders would never vote for Biden. Would rather have Trump. 15% of Bernie voters are voting for Trump. I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post, and I was the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post. When I was writing for Bernie, You know who was against everything I wrote? The same media who says, oh, yeah, we like Bernie now. And then Bernie Sanders is just a tool. The guy is just a tool. He's become a tool at this point. He doesn't go ahead. He furthered the same Trump-Russia myth that said Trump worked with Russia, and that's the same myth that went back to him and said, oh, he was a favorite of Putin, Bernie. He couldn't even endorse Bernie Sanders, the pundits that endorsed him. And if he wanted to really change and use political leverage, he would have joined the Green Party already. HJ, Texas! Let's hear, bro. Bill and Bernard Sanders explaining why Deborah Wasserman Schultz and HRC have a nomination. Yes! I will do impressions, ladies and gentlemen, for Super Chat. Okay. Bernard, I just want to tell you something. You did such a great job. Oh, thank you, Mr. President. I just want to tell you, you really helped out, and really sorry about Deborah Wasserman. No problem. She's a wonderful human being, and I can tell you something. Nobody has better hair than Deborah Wasserman Schultz. Bernie, I'm going to need you to, when Hillary runs again in 2020, and she becomes the Democratic nominee, and we have a virtual nomination process where nobody's there, but they just hear the beautiful voice of my wife. I'm going to need you to campaign for Hillary again. You might have to also campaign with Max Boot and Bill Kristol. Do you mind? No, not at all. If I could campaign with Bill Kristol and Max Boot, that would be fantastic. We're going to vote for the same people anyway. I got a small favor to ask of you. What's that? I was just wondering if we could hang out one time and catch a nice cold brewski together. Well, you know what? You can call one of my secretaries, and we'll find a time where we can hang out. Okay? Oh, that sounds great, Mr. President. Thank you. HJ, Texas. I tried. I can try again, but HJ, Texas. Thank you. Teresa King. People love and respect Trump because he's authentic, and that is rare in Washington, D.C. It is. It is very rare. Teresa King, thank you. And I think that people, nobody really gets the fact that people do like Trump. I don't think media understands this. They just don't understand this. I don't think they understand it. HJ, Texas. I hope that was okay. I'll try. I'll try to do another one soon. Teresa King, thank you. HJ, Texas, thank you. Miss Lady Bob. Miss Lady Bob, thank you so very, very much. I hope all is well. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. And here, this is just because HJ, Texas, I want to thank you so much, Miss Lady Bob. Thank you. And on behalf of me and my wife, thank you for supporting H.A. Goodman. Miss Lady Bob, thank you. Pete Solano. Hey, H.A., my Democratic family members think it's funny that we are losing money in the stock market. We lost 30,000. We love your show. Exactly. My Democratic family members think it's funny that we are losing money in the stock market. Oh my God! I didn't see less. Oh my God, Pete Edel. If I'm not giving any investment advice, but I mean everyone's in the same boat, and I think that I think everyone's in the same boat. I would say just if you invested long term, keep it long term. That's all. I know people who time the market actually, and one person I know is very, very good, and he barely escaped. He actually, did all right, but still lost. So, lost less money, but you don't want to do that because he could have lost a great deal of money. And I told him, I said, man, what are you doing? You invested long term, man. So timing the market is very, very difficult. So, and Pete, they just look. When you get that money back, God willing, soon, everyone gets their money back because the market goes up. Then they'll say it was President Obama's economy. Pete, they're going to say it's President Obama's economy when you make money. So there you go. There you go. Pete, thank you. HJ Texas, thank you. Miss Lady Bob, thank you. You know, that's the thing. Teresa King, thank you. That's the thing. It's when you live your life, hoping that other people, you know, go through negative things, you know, you're just Democrats, media, liberals, and even the far left. Most people to the left of center, not all, but most people to the left of center, live life every day hoping and almost praying that something, you know, negative takes place politically so that they could regain political influence and power. Not so the country will benefit. Because the country has benefited greatly under President Trump. Greatly. The hysteria, the manic, rabid, frothing at the mouth, insidious, duplicitous, disingenuous media coverage of Trump. That's not reality. You know, social media is not reality. It's just not reality. We're going to, ladies and gentlemen, rebound. We're going to go into this election, and I'm telling you something. I've gone beyond Clinton is going to be nominee. I'm now saying Hillary Clinton can become president. If you do not tell everyone you know, aside from people with derangement issues, if you do not tell everyone you know to vote for President Trump, Hillary Clinton will become president. I'm telling you that right now. Do not underestimate the power of the golden muumuu. Don't underestimate it. Because just the same way you think, the same way you feel about a Hillary Clinton presidency is the same way that millions upon millions of Democrats feel about President Trump. So you have to flip the script. Do not think, ladies and gentlemen, do not think that that is not possible or that won't happen. Don't think in that manner. You know, Clinton will be nominee, but see, their whole thing is they're trying to peak, or they're trying to, you know, achieve the best political coverage they could possibly get right before November. So they don't care about this month or next month. We'll see. I mean, Clinton could begin her run tomorrow. She'll be nominated at the convention. They're not going to go. The centennial of the 18th Amendment is not going to be Biden and Klobuchar. Nobody will tune in for that. It might be he might pick Klobuchar, but it's going to be Hillary and Klobuchar. Or Clinton and somebody else. It'll be two women. It'll likely be two women. They're not going to go with Tim Kaine again. They ain't going with Tim Kaine again, so you got to understand something. There's a virtual. They now want a virtual nomination. So Joe Biden, he can't. Anything virtual doesn't work with Biden. U.S. Dems may hold virtual nomination. Biden says the crisis may force Democrats to hold virtual nomination. Look, Biden's virtual town hall was a complete abomination. So he's not good with a teleprompter. He's not eloquent with or without a teleprompter. It's like you don't even know what he's saying, but they're not going to go with Biden in the nomination. If they do, they have completely tanked. They won't. But let's say hypothetically they wanted to, they will have completely tanked any chances. I mean, this was the 100 years, the anniversary of the 18th Amendment that gave women the right to vote, ladies and gentlemen. Women the right to vote. And I am telling you, I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm telling you, when it happens, not if, Hillary Clinton is going to be nominated, I will have made the biggest political prediction of all time. She could become president. She could win. She's the only thing they have. And Hillary Clinton could become president if people do not vote. And what's going to happen is when she gets the nomination, the world is going to just either be ecstatic or laughing or in disbelief or just, but the prevailing mentality will be, oh my God, Trump's going to win again. Now, President Trump will win again. I believe he's going to win. But if you do not tell everyone you know to vote for President Trump, Hillary Clinton will win. I think that once she loses, she will lose. I think that people will tell, I think the turnout will be, pretty amazing in terms of, getting Trump reelected. But if you look, it could be very close. It could be very close because you got the media, you got the intelligence community, you got Hollywood. There are a lot of different ways Democrats could try to gain momentum right before November. There could be another Access Hollywood tape. Who knows what they have up their sleeve? Who knows what they have up their sleeve? And anything they do won't be interference because it's them. KB, I disagree with it. I think that a lot of his analysis mirrors what media says, what just mainstream media says about President Trump. Like, for example, President Trump never said that horrible tiki torch bigots were fine people. He never meant it, nor did he ever need to say anything like that, which he never said. The notion that President Trump appeals to like the negative impulses of people. This is a talking point with the Democratic Party. They always, if it's Bernie Sanders, Jill Stein, Tulsi Gabbard, President Trump, anyone they don't like. And they've done it with Tulsi Gabbard. They've done it with Bernie Sanders. They've done it with President Trump. They've done it with Jill Stein. Anyone they don't like is either a Russian operative or promotes racism. That's it. That's just it. Anyone they don't like. And they're the virtuous ones, when in reality they're the most duplicitous, corrupt, insidious political party. It's unbelievable. So you have there are people on the far left who are like, oh, we don't like the Democratic Party, but we don't like Trump. It's like, well, wait a second. You're against the intelligence community. Okay, so is President Trump. You want to withdraw Americans, presumably, from never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts. Okay, so does President Trump. You didn't like the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Trump got us out of that. You wanted prison reform. Trump signed prison reform legislation. Before this crisis, we had record low unemployment, so there was a great economy. So I don't know, the far left, their critique of President Trump, then President Trump, biggest bailout, biggest economic stimulus of all time in American history. So I was like, what? Like, if you're the far left, you're just like, oh, I oppose Trump. Like, well, you oppose everything, I guess, that you claim to stand for. Then they go to, oh, well, he emboldens people. Like, no, he doesn't. He doesn't embolden anyone. He doesn't, believe me, doesn't embolden anyone. His philosophy has nothing to do with the caricature that they've painted of him. Democrats paint a caricature of people they don't like. And then they say, oh my God, that person stands for this and that. So, we're going to get back. Look, I think we all miss life the way it used to be. You look at, there are 9 states that haven't shut down. God bless these governors, and 9 states that haven't shut down. Okay, it's ABC News. 9 states have yet to issue formal stay-at-home. God bless these 9 states. If you live in them, you are lucky. You are lucky. My God, you're lucky. Why can't we... Oh, I'm not going to even get into it. But you have... It's like this, like normal, sane red states. And you wonder, like, I'm going to read them to you in a second. You wonder, like, why are they doing so much better than New York? Gee. I'll read them to you right now. Okay, so... And I think... we should have done... Okay, so you have New York in shambles but Arkansas... And by the way, they told people who were vulnerable to stay home, but it's like Iowa, Nebraska, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, and Wyoming. They've closed schools until May, so they did what they had in Utah. They did what they had to do, and they did it responsibly without tanking their entire economies. Miraculously, without tanking their entire economies. It's pretty unbelievable. If you live in one of these states, you're lucky. You are lucky. And it's getting warmer. So, you enter May and June, it's like, okay, flu season's gone. So... we'll get back to life as usual. Life is just going out to a restaurant. Like, I going to the gym, just doing things. Like, it's like you miss those things. You miss just doing normal things. But then once life returns and stocks rebound completely And all of this, once life returns, Democrats are faced with the prospect of a virtual, can you imagine the virtual Biden? Virtual nomination. Hey, somebody, come on now, people now. Smell on you, brother. Amy Klobuchar, come on. 18th Amendment, yeah. Hey, fat, come on, people now. He's like, Biden sometimes sounds like those auctions. Like, like those auctioneers. Hey, 55. He sounds like that, but a slower version. Come on, people, now. You know the deal. You know the thing. We're endowed by a creator. You know the thing. But you know the thing. And then could you imagine a virtual, could you imagine, Joe, this is one thing, one reason you know. One reason you know they're going to go with Hillary Clinton at the nomination. So Biden, cure worse than problem. Let's listen to this again. Oh my God, this is great. So wait, where is this? Oh yeah, so where is this? Okay, hold on. I did a whole segment on trying to decipher the true meaning of this. It's pretty amazing. I did a whole segment. We have to take care of the cure that will make the problem worse no matter what. Now, after trying to just figure out what he said, after trying for like 20 minutes, I almost figured it out. It was pretty amazing. Like, I almost figured it out. It's kind of amazing. So check this out. So we have to take care of the cure that will make the problem worse no matter what. So hold on one second. But this is like they have a virtual, like you need some kind of ability to perform. And so hold on one second here. Hold on. All right, hold on one second.
Recommended period for keeping businesses shut and people at home. Are you at all concerned, as Trump said, that we cannot let the cure be worse than the problem itself?
We have to take care of the cure. That will make the problem worse no matter what.
Could you imagine in the virtual Democratic convention? First of all, nobody would tune in. The people who tuned in, even with closed caption. They won't even know what the heck is going on. You know the thing, man, and you know the thing. You know the thing.
All concerned, as Trump said, that we cannot let the cure be worse than the problem itself?
We have to take care of the cure. That will make the problem worse no matter what.
This is...
So, what, what is he going to talk about? His leg hair story? Hey, 10th Amendment, leg hair, share, common bond, What is he going to say? What is he going to... There's a virtual nomination now. There's not going to be anyone there which helps Clinton. Could you imagine the one or two Bernie protesters like, we're here to... I'm sorry, there's nobody here. Sorry. Could you imagine? So let's just listen to this again. These are the people, by the way, who are disparaging Trump.
Let the cure be worse than the problem itself?
We have to take care of the cure. that will make the problem worse no matter what.
But okay, but if we took care of the cure, why would that make the problem worse? Because you said that will make the problem. Whatever. You know the thing. You know the thing. You know the thing. It is what it is, man. You know the thing. Hold on one second. Let's see what we say. Biden Declaration of Independence. You know the thing. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, hold on. You know the thing, quote.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women were created by the code. You know the thing.
Yes! Yay! Virtual nomination. Here we come. You should look. Oh, this is so great. Oh my God, this is so great.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
Oh my God, yes, tell us. You know, recite one of the most famous phrases in U.S. history. Thank you, Joe. Bring this nation together from the orange monster.
All men and women were created by the code. You know the thing.
You know the thing. You know the thing. You know the thing. You know the thing. If you didn't know the thing, why did you even bring it up?
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
All men and women?
All men and women were created
by who? By God? By the Creator? By Nancy Pelosi? By who?
Oh, you know the thing.
What thing? I don't know the thing. I thought you knew the thing. You know the thing. You know the thing. So, you know the thing, people. They're not going with Biden. Okay. Not going with Biden. Could you imagine? They're going to have a virtual town hall now. Okay, you want more? You don't think that it's going to be Clinton? Okay. Let's just keep going then. I don't think you've had enough. I just don't think that you've actually had enough. I think that you've been questioning me. So we're going to go Biden leg hair. Just type it in. Oh my God. There's that great song, but I'm sure it's copyrighted, so. Oh, this is the corn pop one. Let's do corn pop. Dun, 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 dun. Corn pop was a bad dude. He was a bad dude. Alright, what's my name? Corn pop. Who's the man? Corn pop.
If you use pomade and your hip, things have changed. And I did. And back in those days, to show how things have changed. Meter board. If you fell off sideways, you landed on the darn cement over there.
The dinga cement.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude.
He was a bad dude. Corn Pop was a bad dude. Don't mess with Corn Pop. Don't even mess with him. He was a bad dude. He was a bad dude.
And he ran a bunch of bad boys.
Yeah.
And I did. And back in those days.
You did what? Well, you were saying something. Okay, now back. You did what? What did you do? You were saying back in those days. Oh, here we go. Okay, hold on. And then Corn Bob was a bad dude. Hold on 1 second. Recounts harrowing incident with leader Corn Bob. Okay, hold on. Oh, yes. Wait, where's the leg? Oh, yeah. Hold on. Then we're talking about leg hair. Talk about leg hair. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay.
That made me aware when I was in law school. Proudly for Holloway. Proudly for your dad. Get hot. I got to stand. By the way,
it get hot.
You know, when I sit on the stand and it get hot, I got
it get hot.
Hairy legs that turn
that girl
blonde in the sun.
Tell us more. Hopefully you could tell us the whole story at the virtual convention with you and Amy Klobuchar. That will be the biggest television audience not seen since yesterday.
And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down. So
I don't see nothing wrong with rubbing Joe Biden's leg head down.
It was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Yeah, tell us more during the convention.
Hey, look at it. So I learned about roaches.
You learned about roaches? We're not even talking about roaches. We're talking about lotion. We're talking about lotion, Joe. Don't even know what you're talking about. Do we need to do more of this? So, they're not going with Clinton, okay? And there's... Hold on. Wait, what are the other ones? Oh, yeah, Biden running for senator. This is a good one. Oh, this is so great. This is Reuters. This is not like some YouTube channel that, it's Reuters. Okay, Reuters. Okay, here. All right, so hold on 1 second. So maybe he can talk about this during the virtual convention. Yeah, right. Hillary Clinton's going to be nominee. Here.
Is going to determine who the next president of the United States is going to be. You really are. You're the ones that sent Bill Clinton to the presidency.
That's right. Oh, my goodness.
And you're the ones that sent Barack Obama to the presidency. And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over.
I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. This is at a very cordial, there's no pressure here. I don't believe the room is packed. This was right before South Carolina. This, he had a chance to just, okay, but he said he's running for Senate.
United States Senate. Look me over if you like what you see. Ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over if you like what you see. Help out. If not, vote for the other Biden. Give me a look.
If not, vote for the other Biden. I give him an amazing score for that. That was funny. Angela Goodwin. Remember the song by Ray Stevens? I am my own grandpa. It was written about the Bidens. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee. Angela Goodwin, thank you. You know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. It's just, that's what's going to take place. That's what's going to take place. And at the end of the day, we have to live through this charade for a little longer. The best part of everything is when he says vote for the other Biden.
Joe Biden, I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate.
What was that? Are you running for Senate?
The candidate for the United States Senate. Look.
I told you Hillary was running. He's not even running for president.
Candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other Biden. Give me a...
He's not vote for the other Biden. That's the best part. You know the thing, man. Come on. Angela Goodwin, thank you. You know the thing. This is a good one. Hold on. This is a great one. Hold on. Can you imagine him at the convention? It's going to be Hillary Clinton, 100%. But here, could you imagine him at the convention? The 18th Amendment?
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the code. You know the thing.
You know the thing. Oh my God. You know the thing. Kai, hello. Oh my God, you know the thing. You know the thing. He's running for Senate. He'd get hot and his leg hair turn blonde. Why do I need to know this? What did I do wrong in life where I have to know that Biden's leg hair turns blonde in the sun? Why is this part of American politics? I'd rather hear anything to do with Trump than this. Like, the Democrats are like, oh my God, Trump, oh my God. It's like, no. You could take the worst thing. You want to do a hot mic of Trump? Well, then, yeah, he actually apparently lived it. They are still talking about the hot mic, and then we have Biden, who is literally accused of having done exactly what was in that hot mic without consent, without any consent, and it's just, when Democrats and liberals generally are tested, when they're tested in terms of their value system, right out the door, down the toilet. Climate change. President Obama presides over the largest expansion of domestic oil and gas production in the history of the United States of America. So, you know the deal. You know the thing. So, Angela Goodwin. You know the thing from the Addams Family. Yes. Angela Goodwin, thank you. Thank you. I mean, there's so many great ones. Look. Bernie, after June 2nd, you're going to have, if Bernie stays until June 2nd, and then he just, drops out, they're stuck with Biden, and then it's a million different ways they go from Biden to Hillary Clinton, because they're like, oh, we can't do Cuomo, and nobody else is there. Are we really stuck with Biden? Do we have anything better? Okay. And then it's Clinton again. And I will have made the biggest political call of all time, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, when Clinton becomes nominee, remember that nobody on the planet was saying this. They were saying run. Some people were saying Steve Bannon. Some people were saying, well, I think she's going to run. No. I've been saying nominee. She's going to be nominee because it's a political machine. It is a machine. that runs off public relations and it's a legal form of graft. I say, you can't prove that Uranium One gave money to grease the wheels of the uranium deal. You can't prove that $156 million was given by 85 donors for access to meet Hillary Clinton, even though they met Clinton. You can't prove anything. Why do you think, do you think Michael Bloomberg gave hundreds of millions of dollars for his health because he cares about, so many important policies? No. A big part of it is to help his political status. The Democratic Party, they help loud citizen Biden. We hold these. Oh my God. Oh my God, loud citizen. Wow. The Democratic Party is a machine. When Debbie Wasserman Schultz was forced to resign, where did she go? The Clinton campaign. When the Clinton Foundation has big fundraising events for Haiti or, generates $10 billion, the networking is worth the $10 billion for them, or the billions or hundreds of millions. Only 3% of the money was given to the people of Haiti. And we can go on. The scandals and controversies are endless with the Clintons. Endless. They're endless. They're endless. But the issue with what they're doing with President Trump is they need to make everything morally relative. So that's their thing. They need to make everything morally relative. If they can make everything morally relative, then they can. If they can make everything morally relative, then they can say, well, he's just as bad. He's just as bad. It's like, no, he's actually a million times better. President Trump is a million times better than Clinton would have been. And like I said, Hillary Clinton could become president if you do not vote. You need to vote, ladies and gentlemen. You need to vote in 2020. Even if you think we're going to win in a landslide, you need to vote because Hillary Clinton will be nominee. And she could possibly win the presidency if you do not vote. Give me your thoughts below, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much. And I should be back later on either with an upload or a live stream. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you. God bless. To my super chat, thank you so much. Subscribe to H. Ray Goodman's other channel. I have a segment up. It'll be up in about 15 minutes. So check out that channel right now. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for your support. Great live stream. I will be back, of course, a number of times tomorrow like every day. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great evening. Thank you. Oh, Lawrence F. I'm glad I didn't. Lawrence F. Off topic in regards to HC tweet. Trump said America first. No one gets what she means. She means is what you get from there. They won't have anything to do with USA First. Lawrence, the reason that Clinton said that was to be malicious. So let's see. No one gets the meaning she means. This is what you get from. They won't have anything to do with USA. No, Lawrence, what she was saying is kind of like a petulant type of, well, you did promise America first. So she was talking about the number of cases that went up. But it didn't work out as usual. She's trying to play what she thinks a game that Trump would play, but, it's not working out. Lawrence, thank you so very, very much. It was just a real mean, nasty tweet. Angela Goodwin. Let's make a mask. Vote Trump. Yes. Angela, thank you. Lawrence, thank you. Everybody, God bless. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow, if not sooner.